You can see it! Hello?
Hello movie lovers, welcome to Movie Explained channel. This time the movie review team will try to summarize a scientific fantasy film entitled City of Ember. The film, which was released in 2008, tells the story of a city that is very far underground, trying to survive by relying on an electric generator that has begun to break down. Like what the story continues. Just go straight to the film. Let's begin. The initial scene shows a top-secret laboratory, where architects, scientists, and engineers are gathering for a deal for the world's future. Globalization, accompanied by advances in science and technology, causes people to lose their nature and creates moral damage. They created an underground city that was deliberately designed to keep the citizens of the city awake from generation to generation. Leaving the key in the box that was set will open automatically for the next 200 years so that when the townspeople go to the surface, the world will grieve over what they left behind. The box is entrusted to the first mayor and is continuously given to the next mayor. Absolutely no one knows what is in the box and only believes that the box is very important. But fate said otherwise. An incident occurred so that the box was scattered and forgotten, until the time the box finally opened. This is the city of the Ember, where a city that does not know what the sun is, believing that the generator is their only source of life. His name is Dune. He is one of the main characters in this story. He has high hopes for this city and is eager to repair the generator, which is already running low. The time comes when the assignment day takes place. Each new generation will carry out the duties of the mayor when they are old enough to work together to defend the Ember City. There is a girl who is in a hurry. Her name was Lena. She was late for the town hall where the oath of assignment took place. Each person is required to take the paper that is in the lottery bag, in which there are various types of tasks they must carry out. Lena got a job as a pipe worker, while Dune as a messenger. But they agreed to exchange their respective tasks. Lena looks happy with her new assignment, as well as with Dune. As a congratulation, his father gave a multi-purpose key as a provision for when he worked later. Dune's father has a special talent where he often creates various sophisticated electronic machines and tools in his time. The first day of work started. Lena went straight to the city post office and was ready to start work, while Dune also headed for the workshop where the pipe workers were. When Lena was working, suddenly a mysterious person appeared from behind the darkness. It turns out that he just tried to escape from the city by following the river, but failed because he was intercepted by a strange creature in the dark. Escaping is an act against the law, so that a person is arrested and sent to prison. Return to the Dune. He had a veteran mentor named Sewell, who has worked in plumbing for 20 years. He briefly describes the working system of all the existing tools. But Dune is still curious about the generator. He steals the engine room plan and tries to find a way to the generator room. He finds the hallway that was accidentally deleted on the map, and there is a room door that is locked tight. Accidentally, he got lost and went into the storage room. Looper, the room keeper, caught the Dune and then rudely threw him away. Suddenly the generator went out again and immediately the city was pitch black. Amid the darkness, Lena meets Dune and tells the tragedy of the escape attempt. From then on, I began to think if there was a way out of the city of Ember. The generator's condition is getting worse. When she got home, Lena was confused by her grandmother's behavior. She was delirious and said about an object that is very important, and it is a box that his sister accidentally found. However, because the grandmother was senile, she could not explain what the box was for. Lena went back to work. This time she got a message from the looper to send to the mayor. Lena quickly headed to the city hall to meet the mayor in person. Inside, she saw various photos of the bucket mayor from start to finish and saw paintings of the seventh mayor who turned out to be his grandfather. Arriving in front of the mayor, Lena immediately delivered a very confidential message, which reads, "The ship is ready." Out of curiosity, when I got home, Lena tried to open the box. Inside only contains a sheet of torn paper and a card. The doctor examined Lena's sister, who was sick, and found pieces of paper swallowed in her mouth. Lena's grandmother passed away before she could explain the function of the box. Lena promised herself that she would solve the mystery of the strange box. She combines the pieces of paper and hopes to read the contents of the writing. She invites Dune to solve the mystery of the will. Then Dune invites Lena to sneak into the storage room to read a history book that can only be read by the mayor. They found the similarities between the writing on the paper and the book. Not having had the chance to read the book, they were caught by the guards and ran away. They remembered the room that was locked in the pipe room and tried to open it once again, but their action failed again because there were two people passing by. They were shocked because the two people were being chased by a large writhing creature. While trying to escape, they were even chased by the strange creature. Fortunately, Prayer can cleverly trick the creature and save Lena. Unintentionally, Lena saw the words Mayfleet on the Dune's helmet, which is the name of her clan. Then he asked his friend, the city gardener. She told me that his father was a pipe worker. Lena's father had tried to escape from the city by following the river and through the rock wall with a special bicycle, but failed. Do not stop there. Lena continues to find out the meaning of the sheet of paper. Then she saw Lizzie, who was carrying things. Looks Lizzie scared and trying to run away from Lena. It turned out that Lizzie brought canned food containing preservatives. Lena is suspicious because the city of EMBER never produces pineapples. Lizzie said that the food was a gift from her boyfriend, the warehouse keeper, Looper. Instantly, Lena immediately met Dune and once again invited him to the mysterious room. With the key his father gave him, he managed to break the door and got in. They were shocked when the townspeople were starving because they had run out of food supplies, while the room was full of various foods and packaged drinks. And what surprised me was the mayor was fast asleep because he was full. They began to realize that in fact the mayor was fooling all the townspeople. Then Dune accidentally heard his father's voice on the communication machine owned by Lena's father. Dune realized that his father had attempted an escape with Lena's father. She was a little angry and asked his father to explain everything that happened, but Dune's father evaded again. Lena, feeling disappointed with the mayor, goes to accompany him. She also wanted to ask about the mysterious box left behind by his ancestors. But the mayor turned around accusing Lena of hiding state assets and trying to seize them. Luck was for the Lena. Suddenly the generator broke down again and the electricity went out. Lena saw a card that was similar to a city card. She swiftly grabbed the card and fled outside. The police spread all over the city to find and arrest Lena and Dune. With various attempts, they managed to escape and hide in the city garden. The Rangers tried to buy time until they managed to move behind the wall. Then Lena shows the vehicle that their father used to use. They tried to drive over the rock walls and came to a hiding place. Lena shows the Mayans card to the Dune, and it turns out that the combined cards give her next clue, which is the generator. Arriving there, Dune tried to open the door to the generator, but was unsuccessful. Then Lena accidentally saw the similarity of the floor plan with the carvings on the middle floor. She guides the Dune to find the next clue by matching the pattern on the picture. It turned out that behind the worker's locker there was a room full of small boats. Automatically the boat moves and takes them into the generator room. The ship went down to the river and moved with the current. But unfortunately the Ferris wheel blocked the speed of the ship. Lena read the next clue and was directed into the control room. The door is tightly locked and can only be opened with the card earlier. They start the machine and follow step by step according to the instructions on the paper. However, one of the water wheels jammed and caused damage to several parts of the engine. Sewell, who woke up, tried to repair the wheel. There was a short circuit and a leak in the plumbing. Dune tells Sewell that this is a way out and intends to take him out of the city. But Sewell refused and chose to keep the mill so that Dune and Lena could survive. They got into the small boat and slowly approached the mill. Sewell increased its water discharge so that a large wave was created which saved them. Meanwhile, the frightened mayor intends to go to his secret room, betrays and leaves the looper alone, but the leech monster is waiting for him inside. Dune and Lena continue to try to survive the boat through the various obstacles that exist and flow somewhere, until finally they arrived at a dock, climb the long stairs and enter an old abandoned building. Looks like this is the laboratory room that was shown earlier. Until finally, they feel the wind, see grass and other plants. And this is where for the first time, they saw the light shining bright beyond a surface very far from Ember City. Dune and Lena try to leave a message for the townspeople below, placing hope for the future on a rock. The end. Thanks for watching.